Every dark night has an end, I swear. So if you're lost, just know someone cares.
I'm your addiction.
Hey y'all, it's OTT, Open Time Talks, the new podcast we're starting. I guess we're gonna try and bring up the topics that no one's gonna be talking about.
Yeah, welcome. First time, new venture we're gonna start. It's actually crazy. It's something I wanted to tell you about today. Yesterday I went and talked to my parents, and we was just talking about work and like stressing me out because of the people there. And they were like, "Well, what do you want to do?" And I was like, "Well, there's all kinds of stuff I want to do." They're like, "Why don't you just do it?" So here I am doing a podcast, just doing it.
I mean,
what's funny is I went to church today, and they was talking about finances to the kingdom, like what it means to be financially responsible and be backed by your faith. And they're like, it says like, he wanted to break it down and pretty much tell us like, yeah, you're supposed to like pray to God and stuff, but he's not just gonna drop it into your hands. Like, you don't just sit there on your couch eating chips and potatoes and you pray more than Sally over here, and you're more religious than Sally over here, but you don't have as much as Sally. You know why? Because Sally actually listened to God. He gave Sally all the resources. He said, Sally, you can wake up today. You can get off your butt. You can walk. You can use your hands, and you can create something.
And we created this.
And now, so he's like, what are you going to do? So here we are. So
I think it's good though.
All kinds of topics.
I think people should start more podcasts. I mean, it's better to have more people than to have less. I mean, would we rather all have to watch the news and watch the media be controlled? No.
Yep.
What if I want them to talk about something that I'm thinking about, something that they're not covering? Guess what? We can do that.
Society. That's the whole freaking problem with society that
we need everybody doing
today. Is they read the news, they take one piece of information, and they're like, "That's what it is. That's exactly what it is." You can't do that. Mm-hmm. You have to you got to come up with your own like resolution to the problem.
I know the news says don't do your own research. That's a lie. That's the lie they're giving y'all.
That's what they
want you to do. That.
They literally, they're like, yeah, only listen to us. I'm trying to open up.
Yeah, what do you want? What kind of topics we're gonna go over today?
So there's a new one that we could go ahead and start down, and it's talking about what's it called? The 3-Eye Atlas.
3-Eye Atlas. Yes. Okay. How about this? Since there are two sides to this story, what side do you want to be on? The comet side or the spaceship side? Because you got two different stories being thrown. I can dive into whichever one you want. Honestly, I can kind of be, what is it called? What's it called? Where I'm always opposition.
You're just the opposite side.
Yeah, I just want to be the other opinion. So we got two sides of the story. Yes.
Yeah.
What side do you want to be on? You want to try and prove it's a spaceship, or what do you believe? Honestly, what is worse? Like, what do you believe it is?
So I feel like I could go any kind of way, like, because I could just argue about everything and any possible outcome. But
devil's advocate. That's what I meant.
Right, devil's advocate. There you go. So what I was voice crack. What I was trying to think of is like,
voice crack.
So what I'm thinking of is like, I get screwed up in my head is because when I start thinking of all the possibilities make sense.
Yeah.
So like, one, is it an asteroid that somebody is controlling from another place?
Hey, that's something we haven't heard.
Because we already know
have drones.
It's not moving like a typical asteroid. It's changing directions. Now, is it changing directions because it's getting pulled into certain magnetic fields?
Gravities, yeah, could be.
Because we do know that it carries, what is it? What?
Nickel?
start doing a little. Yeah, it
He
carries
said it
like
was
a
carbon
certain
dioxide and
alloy.
nickel. That's what
Yeah,
I've
so
seen
it's
so
carrying
far.
an alloy that's not typical for asteroids. So I wonder if that alloy is causing it to move in a way that's unfamiliar. And maybe that's where our speculation is coming from. So it literally could just
Alright.
be an asteroid that's got nickel on
Let's
it.
get the story straight though first. Because the media's been throwing around like it's a comet. They're saying this is a comet. But the definition of a comet is ice, dust, rock, and frozen gases. So like you have one so does like is
Is
this
it 3i
is
Atlas?
this yes, Atlas 3i or 3i Atlas. I got some research right here. I got pulled up. I'll show the screen real quick. So this is what I was talking about. So it's saying that a comet is, rocks, frozen gases, and usually you can see a tail and all that because it's just like frozen ice sometimes, most of the time. But let me go ahead and stop sharing this real quick. Show what the Atlas is composed of. It's like, because the media is always going to spin the story and never give it. I mean, we're still trying to get news about the Charlie Kirk assassination.
So that's what they're saying. It's a hyperbolic trajectory, which is meaning that it's not followed by it's not bound by the sun. Like it came in, it's gonna swing in, and it's gonna leave. So I think that's how you. So it could just be a whole nother. Okay,
it's just
the
doing
reason
things
it's
that
Interstellar. Let's break it down. Because Interstellar, does that mean it's not from our galaxy?
Let's go ahead and look that up then.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So if it's not from our galaxy, then it would make sense as to where, okay, it's not going to have typical things that we're seeing. Like, it's going to look like a different comet. It's going to have different things to it.
Okay, I have the definition of interstellar. Just as is. It says occurring or stimulated between stars.
So is that the sun is a star and
it's
another?
A star.
So which one?
So it's saying it's interacting between stars.
Yeah, it was born. So it's okay. An interstellar comet is a comet that was born in another star system and not its original solar system, and it's now passing through.
Yes, I think so.
That's what it is. Yeah. So, So we know it is from a different solar system. So okay. Think about this. If it's from a different solar system, we know it carries certain, like alloys and stuff that we don't see on typical comets. Now, is it possible, like let's say Earth sent out an asteroid or pushed an asteroid that we injected with certain alloys and compounds that we know will stick in space and go through.
Yeah.
Let's say we sent this out years ago. The first thing we ever probably did whenever we could touch space, we sent out a comet.
Okay. So like kind of like a mix between tech and like natural. So it's like kind of like
right. So like almost like sending a bird. How does the bird know where it's going to go back in the day? You're like, all right, bird, fly to this kingdom. Yeah. How do you know where that came? Exactly. So I wonder if that comet is almost like a message from a different solar system, like maybe another Earth, or like something similar to Earth with population.
Like the thing is, that's what we have to figure out. Does this comet have some kind of intelligence to it? Because if it's splitting up like it is, like what they're saying it is, I have to get the sources because I haven't seen anything yet. But like, also, does it have any frequencies coming from it? Radio waves. But I know it did say it was a carbon dioxide and nickel alloy. That is 33 billion tons.
And they're saying it came from around the center of our galactic, of what we know.
Our solar system, like our Milky Way galaxy.
See, that's what I'm just seeing. The
Because
physical
I
and
looked up
orbital
where
properties.
I asked if it was from a different. It says yes. I asked if it was from a different solar system. Yes, Comet 3I Atlas is from a different solar system, but I want to know where. It says confirming its origin outside of our own solar system. Discovered in July 2025 by NASA funded Atlas Survey Telescope. It's the third known interstellar object to be detected and is notable for its extremely fast and unique composition. See? Composition.
Yeah, so it is. Nickel in the coma dust tail as it approaches the sun. The heating causes sublimation, which kicks off dust and gas, forming a tail. Some observes. So that's another thing.
So wait,
it's shown to have an anti-tail. So instead of the tail leaving it,
it's
the
going the
tail
direction
is
the tail's
acting
going.
as the
point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's definitely
So
weird.
that's another anomaly.
Okay.
Which is weird because it normally points away from the sun. Polarized characteristics, extreme negative polarization in some reports.
Okay, so we just
which
talked.
Gives clues about the dust particles.
We just talked about being interstellar and how it's like it means it was around a star or it's being influenced by a star, but it's saying right here interstellar origin is highly hyperbolic trajectory, and it says right here meaning it's not gravitationally bound to a sun, so it's not stuck on a sun, it's just using it for speed. I feel like it's, and they said right here it's the fastest object in the solar system. So I mean, if it's really going that fast, I don't think it's going to be caught by a magnetic wave.
Exactly. They're saying, yeah,
it's just going to
the
keep
sun's not
flying
going to
through.
keep it. Right.
But the question is how did it get that speed? Because that's like a speed you usually get if like something's flung from a very, very hard gravitational pull, usually. Because we don't even have asteroids that come through. I mean, regular comets don't come through that fast. I need to stay off of my desk. I keep shaking my webcam.
That's the craziest part, actually, that you think about. Okay, we really didn't do the research on what this can even mean and stuff like that. We're just kind of diving into it. And the more I'm reading and learning about it, interstellar comets is the absolute rarest that we've ever seen. There's only been 3. Actually 2 that's confirmed, and we can't confirm if if Atlas is one or not, because it hasn't passed by yet. Right, we can't confirm if it's interstellar or not, apparently, because the more we learn, that's when we start comparing it to the one eye Ottawa.
I see it. No, I see it. Amuamama or something. Amuamua.
Amua.
And then Comet Borowskov.
Bolshevik.
Bolshevik. Something like
whatever
that.
It is.
That's the only 2 other interstellar visitors, is what it's saying.
So it pretty much just giving us, because it's materials and not stuff that's typical. I don't even know.
It's unusual composition, and it says it's revealed a unique chemical composition, including an abundance of metals like nickel and iron, and an unusually high carbon dioxide to water ratio.
Wait for this. NASA secret mission.
I need to pull that up too.
So NASA, like literally, just like the other day, they are talking about a mission. But it's now that NASA's practically FBI, CIA, that kind of, because they're a secret organization now, apparently.
Like a privatization.
Yeah.
Privatized.
Through government funded, or yeah. Now. So there, let me see.
Yeah, I looked up secret missions, but it's saying there's no evidence.
NASA.
Lack of evidence.
Mission. 7 hours ago. Nope, that's the Artemis one. They're literally taking. I just saw it. Well, give me a sec. You know what?
Like, let me go to a different.
TikTok's the craziest.
I could try to go to DuckDuckGo or something like that.
Did you hear? A U.S. born citizen is super. Did you hear the mass? Need a car. I know. Did you? A U.S. born citizen. How to understand?
Okay, what is what we were just saying?
I know.
The mission. That's the secret mission.
October 6th, the Draconid meteor shower will.
We're gonna find out.
U.S. Space Force. Look that up.
Okay.
So, it's something to do. 2 days. Nope. When is this posted? Orbital aircraft carrier revealed.
I heard about that.
Whoa. And space superiority. So they must be going up there to like evaluate.
Or confront whatever that is. I mean, think about it.
Here, this is,
does it not make it
pretty much
winded? Oh, yeah.
It's on ABC News. Now, obviously, guys, when we look up all these things, take it all for a grain of salt because, I mean,
This is all Google. This is everything that the government's giving us. So,
well, even then, this is one. Think of it like this: when your teachers back when you were kids asked you to, do a research paper, did they tell you to get one thing of research and go along with it? No, they asked you for 3 credible sources.
3 credible sources.
Homie, every single time that you do research on anything, get yourself 3 credible sources. And do all 3 credible sources say the same thing? Like the exact same thing. So, and if it's the exact same thing to the T, then you need to go and see who they're funded by. And the problem is it's a rabbit hole once you start doing all that. It is. So I get it.
So now what are we looking at? We're looking into missions that Space Force has been
News,
talking about.
Space Force article. All right. So this was done on August something. Could you hear that?
Hear what?
Okay, never mind.
Come out. Its last mission ended
I
in
hear it
March
now.
after more than 400 days of quietly cruising around Earth. This mission, its 8th, will test technology needed to explore deep space.
We're going to test laser communications, using lasers to be able to communicate from space to the ground. Another interesting experiment they're going to do on this mission is they're going to test a special sensor that allows them to navigate without having to use GPS.
The spaceplane looks like a smaller version of the now retired space shuttle with no windows. Whenever it returns, it'll glide to a landing like the space shuttle did.
One of the things to remember about this spacecraft, this spaceplane, is it's really to help prepare the military for potential uses in space, whether it's a wartime situation or collecting intelligence.
Hold up.
How long is it?
A ride on.
What is that? I could try flying a short video. It says Atlas flies past Mars at 200,000 miles an hour. What we hope to learn. Did it get video of it going past Mars from the Mars rover? Is what they're saying?
Yeah, and it.
The intention of Atlas NYC was
I want to see it.
To celebrate these female athletes in a huge, spectacular way.
Newspapers.com. The past. Read all about it.
Amazing is happening.
Okay, let me see if I can share this. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it.
Amazing is happening right now in our solar system, A giant space rock from another star system is flying by, and it is moving at a breakneck speed.
See, it's only talks. But I'm gonna try to play this video out loud.
Yeah, I'm playing one right now.
Okay, sorry.
Do you want me to how do I make it to where you can hear it? Or is that because you have the mixer stuff?
Okay. I have the mixer stuff.
All right, this is a short one. It's only 4 minutes.
Is it a rock or could it be something
I just want to see if this
else?
is a
We're gonna be
video
joined now
of
by Michelle
passing by
Adler
Mars.
Planetarium. Thanks so much, and welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Michelle, what exactly do we know about what we are now calling this large rock that's in our solar system?
So it is named 3I Atlas. It is the third interstellar object to have been discovered, and it is zooming through our solar system right now. And the Atlas name comes from the telescope that discovered it, and it is moving at a trajectory that strongly suggests that it is not originally from our own solar system. It's moving too quickly to have come from the outer reaches. It's from someplace else. And so it is super exciting that we have a literal interstellar comet, interstellar visitor in our midst, and it's flying past Mars as we speak.
And Michelle, you said it's flying past Mars at almost 200,000 miles per hour. Where exactly is this thing headed?
Out. So it's basically taking almost a straight line path. It kind of appears like imagine the planets are all in their oval orbits around the sun. This thing is going pretty much almost at a straight line, straight through the solar system. So it has been coming toward us, and it will be going away from us. So it's going to travel through our part of the solar system and head right back out.
And Michelle, some scientists, including Professor Avi Loeb, who we've spoken to on this show from Harvard University, think that this could be a spaceship. What is leading some scientists to make that potential prediction there?
I think it would be better to answer that as what would lead scientists to think that it would be more like a comet than a spaceship, because it's from someplace else. Yes, it's going very fast. It is one conclusion that could be made about its origin. However, everything we've seen so far strongly suggests it's a comet. If it's an alien spacecraft, it's doing its best comet impression right now. It's got some material that is around it, just like what's happened to comets. It has a small tail, exactly what happens to comets. But the data that from the spacecraft that are studying it today and over the next few months are going to tell.
So no. I stopped it. She just talked about, she's saying it's not probably a spaceship because the guy was trying to bring it up spaceship. And he said, well, if it's a spaceship, it's really acting like a comet. But
right,
how is it acting like a comet?
It's really acting like
exactly. If it's acting like a comet,
but
it's really acting like a spaceship.
If it's a comet, it's acting like a spaceship.
Exactly.
Right.
It goes back.
So there's always an argument. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can pull this up for us that I kept talking about.
Hold on, the dogs. Hey. Knock it off. No fun.
You're on a break. It was a break.
It's all good. Good.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let me know.
We're good. We're still recording.
I found the video. So I found the video and everything. I'm gonna let you listen to it. It's 20 seconds, so it just kind of breaks it down.
Okay. Now set to launch its space plane on another secretive mission. The uncrewed orbital test vehicle is expected to lift off as soon as tonight from Kennedy Space Center, hitching a ride on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. The military, though, keeping the details of the flight under wraps. The autonomous space plane is capable of spending years in space.
So I really need to see exactly when this was
the space plane
posted, because that would help. I don't know when that was posted. I only saw that on TikTok, knowing dang well we get our information from. So yeah, I want to try and maybe next week.
What did it say the launch was?
Come back to this.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to another topic then, because we do have a lot to go over. Probably
we
won't
don't have
get
to
through
go over
all
all
of them.
this
Yeah.
either. Right. But I just say if we get to this next week, maybe even the week after that, because there's
We'll touch on it
still a
again because there's more
developing
news.
story.
Yeah, there's still going to be more news
It's still
going on about it.
developing. I wonder. Actually, let me just ask ChatGPT real quick. We'll wrap this up. I'm gonna ask, where's the comet at now? Like, where is it currently sitting? Because we're in a government shutdown. Excuse me. We're in a government shutdown, so a lot of the satellites are inactive right now. And it's in the constellation Virgo. Don't know what that means. From the Sky Live Vibe, the live tracker, it is about 371,251,067 kilometers away from Earth. Where it's headed.
Yeah, do you know if it's heading towards Earth or?
Which? Okay, wait. Honestly, bro, my knowledge on space is so little. Cause like, are we right after Mars?
Mm-hmm. Well,
ain't it Earth, Mars? Earth, the belt, and then Mars, right?
I think so. I think or it's Earth, Venus, Earth, Mercury. Hold on, let me see, bro. Now I gotta check.
Okay, here's the thing. I just looked it up.
Mercury, Venus,
It hasn't
Mars. So Mars is the fourth planet. So if it's coming out of the solar system into it, so then yeah, it makes sense to pass Mars. So it should be next past Earth if it's right past Mars.
Well, because the way we see the models is in a line.
But like Mars could be over on the other side. Yeah, they could be way over somewhere.
Millions of miles away. Yeah, right.
But we should be the next to pass
closest. The closest approach is predicted around December 19th. That's when it'll be about 270 million miles away.
Damn,
it will never get closer than 270.
Oh, so it's not getting near Earth.
Nah.
Well, that's going to change. We'll have to see next week if it does come closer.
Because the people are actually kind of worried that once it goes behind the sun, it's going to do something.
Like what?
Because we can't see it once it goes behind the sun. We don't have any satellites or anything.
Yeah, so like I assume if it's a comet, it does what a comet does and just keeps going straight.
It just keeps going. People are worried because it's changed trajectory so many times.
What do they think? It's going to turn right back around and come for us after the sun?
They think if it's a spaceship, there's a possibility of it sitting there because we can't see it, so it can get ready for an invasion to invade Earth.
I feel like that defeats the purpose
to Mars and Venus.
Like, okay, you say they've gone to Mars and Venus. What do you mean by that? Like, does the comet split and hit Venus and Mars?
No, they're just saying their trajectory.
Or they just split and then they both kind of passed all the planets.
I need to look it up a little more.
Because so far we haven't heard anything about its topic.
Trajectory is saying it.
We said we were just gonna get off of it, but now we keep digging into a hole. Okay, it said it split in a cloud of dust debris after a recent encounter with the sun in early 2025. No. Yes, it predicted a breakup.
It's more likely dust or ice being shed.
Okay. So I looked up the trajectory changes in the comet split. It says, I'm just reading the AI overview. It says that the Atlas 3I trajectory has been described as an unusual since its discovery in July 2025 due to its extrasolar origin and high velocity, while its overall path through our solar system is hyperbola. It says hyperbola. It ends with an A. I don't know what the fuck. Due to its interstellar origin, the object has experienced recent unpredictable acceleration events in October 2025. Okay, keep those in mind. So, we discovered it in July, then all of a sudden in October is when we see a change and speed up. It says in October 2025 that are bending its path and there are concerns it could interact with Earth's orbit. But if it's only going to be 276 million miles away, yeah, it shouldn't, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Huh. That is crazy. When was this done? I need to see. I'm looking at research now. They thought it was gonna boing around. They thought it was gonna boing around Mars.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it said the sudden acceleration. It said it describes it as a 300% increase in velocity by some sources.
Okay, but I think you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I think these are all explainable. So the reason there's more water deposits than normal is because it's gone through our. Okay, first of all, they already think the asteroid is ridiculously old. For it to even travel through and become an interstellar, it has to be ridiculously old. It just has to be.
Yeah.
Therefore, it survived hitting other things, explosions of stars, dust. It's still collecting space dust, which is going to be water. Like space dust is all kinds of things. So it's probably collecting water, and because it's actually moved into our place, like since it's gotten through Mars and close to Mars, it's getting closer to the sun. I'm
so
sure
it's getting pulled by gravity, maybe.
Correct. And I think it's also shedding off some of its water and some of its ice.
So it's speeding up, losing weight.
So it's speeding up, losing mass.
That makes sense.
And which would make total sense. And also, we could just be spewing shit out of our ass right there. Have no idea what we're talking about.
I'm not a scientist.
Nope, not at all. But
this is all what I'm research. This is all research. This is what I'm finding.
Not even, bro. You could go and think, this is what we're given.
True. No matter where you go, it's all that we're given.
Yeah. So this, not even necessarily research. Well, research on our hand on our side, but yeah, crazy to even think about it like that.
And this has some more stuff. It says that the bend towards Earth, this acceleration is causing the path to bend, and it continued to increase in velocity of 30 to 40 kilometers per second. Could potentially place it or its fragments in a direct course with Earth's orbit in late December 2025 or January 2026. We'll have to see. I mean, then that makes sense if it's getting closer to us and starts speeding up because it's getting closer to the sun. It makes sense.
It's starting to heat up, and it would make sense why we're seeing things break off because that's possible ice.
It's moving really fast, so it could break off.
Moving very fast. So yeah. So yeah,
we'll a little bit of that's our take on it right now until we have many more news comes out about it.
Yeah. And literally, I mean, it could be nothing. It literally just could be nothing. But keep our eye on it. We'll see what it says.
That's the thing. It could be
like
nothing and everything, but also like with everything and recent advances in space sports, it seems like they're ready for something. You know?
That's my point.
It's like, why is everybody
That's my
preparing
point.
for something if everyone's saying that's nothing? It's like you're saying it, but you're not acting like it. Yeah, that's the whole point.
I remember, dude, the fact that I can just build a rocket ship right now and attempt to go to space is probably insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
And that's the thing.
But
it's not that you need any. Do you like need? Yeah, well, I guess you do need permits and stuff.
I don't know.
Because NASA would like Blue
Who's gonna
Origin.
stop?
He's just have
Right.
a lot of money.
So, but here's the thing. Here's the question that comes into place. If I get stopped for attempting to go, what are y'all hiding? What are you hiding?
Yeah.
Because just like going to Antarctica and stuff, you have explorers who try to go into Antarctica and
They're not allowed to.
the North and South Pole, and they get to a certain point that they're turned around.
Yeah.
Why?
And why is there people over there waiting for
you?
people?
Haven't told us what it is.
Or is it the fact that it's not that there's people there telling us we can't go? What if people that just go over there never come back?
It's another thing.
Because we don't hear about it. If they ever made it back, we're not going to hear about it because they probably never made it back. They probably got shot before they made it back, if anything. Because nothing's coming in. No, nothing's going in and coming out. It's either going in and staying or where they're at.
Isn't it a national park?
Up there?
No, it's a that's like Peaceland or whatever it's called.
Antarctica
like the
and
one
stuff?
little bits, like the little bits that we've learned about it is like all the countries go up there, and that's where they can all be peaceful and do their own research on anything.
I don't know. I seem like it's like an off-limits part of the land, like you can't claim it. I think that's what they've been saying. It's unclaimable land.
But it's also, I think it's unclaimable because it's unlivable.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. They say it's unlivable, but they have a whole bunch of bases over there, don't they?
Yeah. But like,
is this what we're about to go down
unlivable
though?
by, like, you can't live on the land.
You want to go down the Antarctica theory? I mean, what do we have lined up?
I mean,
kind of like we branched off. Like, I mean, how much?
I mean, I think natural flow works.
Yeah. Think about the JFK. I mean, they're all the files,
which already goes in with the Charlie Kirk,
and with the Martin Luther King,
and with the Jeffrey Epstein.
All the way back to 9/11.
We can just name.
And like, yeah, a lot of people don't believe that all this stuff is, conspiracy theory. But since the last 10 years, 20 years, since 2000s, conspiracy has been the truth. And it's sad to say, but the conspiracy that everyone's been saying and talking about somehow comes out to be true. But that's the news' job to tell the truth.
Dude,
so that's the thing.
Like,
the news is controlled. I mean, all of them are owned by the government, and they get funded by it. So, I mean, they just push whatever they're paid for. Yep. Same as the healthcare industry and all that.
It's a business.
But yeah, Antarctica, that's great. My dad believes the fucking Antarctica has an ice wall. He said he's seen it. But that's dad talk, right?
Right. And I hear my parents too. I'm like, no. My mom said something the other day. Because you know how Donald Trump told everybody that Tylenol causes autism?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like that's something you can't do as a president. Like, you gotta be very careful with your words.
Yeah, because that's something that's over the counter everyone takes. That's the thing. Like, hey guys, the water, it actually has rat poison in it.
It's got rat poison.
You've been drinking in it, but it's just such a minute amount, you don't taste it.
Yeah, and it actually doesn't even do anything to you. There's just rat poison in there.
Yeah.
And if your mom drinks a lot of that water as a kid, then you're gonna have this.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And we didn't cause that.
Right. So that's my thing. You're telling, you know what's crazy? All these medicines. Oh man, the medicines are gonna kill you. What are you doing to our food?
That's the big one.
Our food's not even natural anymore, but the medicine's gonna kill us.
Yeah, I think that's the whole ploy. They're like, yeah, it's
but you don't want to fix our food.
That's what RFK is supposed to be doing, right?
Around with our health care. Yeah.
I hope.
I heard.
I'm on board.
I ain't heard any news.
Like, what? This is the thing. Why are we not just on the same board as Canada? Why are we not? Why are we not getting the same food as like Europe? But that's the whole thing.
Price.
It's the whole thing.
Because you know why? Because those companies can make that cheaper, and America is gonna buy it. Yep. We're fat fucks.
No,
we're the
consumers. We are.
I mean, okay, did you hear what Donald Trump said? Cane sugar in all the Cokes now?
Yeah.
That's all he had to say. Cane sugar in the Cokes. And Coke's like,
and that's a
are
good
you
thing.
sure is that what we have to do? And they're like, he's like, yeah, because it's good for you. And they're like, yeah, I know it's good, but it's going to cost a little more. He goes, not my problem.
Yeah.
You're hurting the American people.
Do that for everything.
Can we not do that with everything else? Medicare.
But that's the thing, is if we did it with everything else, would we have the money for it? And we're already fucking $20 trillion in debt, right?
Right, and you didn't want to fix it. You created Doge to help with the deficits, but
and then you got rid of Doge.
Then you're going to add more trillions. Dude, his threat for everything is like, okay, well, I'm just going to take jobs away. You're
and I'm a tariff. If we're spending more money, we'll tariff.
I'm like, that only works if they actually pay the tariff.
That's the whole thing.
It sounds like right now that Canada's pulling. First of all, Canada already, like, our attraction right now, the people coming here as visitors and stuff like that, just to, like, see our land. Like, you know how many people go to Italy every year from the U.S.? Tons. The attraction that the U.S. is getting from tourists is at an all-time low. And I hate to say it like this, but that is Donald Trump's fault.
I'm not a Trumper. I'm really not. That's the thing is, I don't play a side. I think all politics are bad. All politicians are bad. Everybody in place of power is corrupt because they become corrupt. Now they can start good, but they will be corrupt. Kash Patel, 3 months before he was FBI director, was saying the Epstein files need to be released and everything else. As soon as he gets to the FBI director and he comes on podcast, what files? What files? We're idiots, I guess. Also, have you been hearing about the Christian protests? Apparently this has been going on in a lot of countries. I guess maybe. I
need to look into that one.
Yeah.
We've talked about that.
Since the genocide of Christians, they've been saying since 2000.
Hold up. Let me go down this one real quick. Then we're going to get into that because we're still in the government right now. I'm going to show the chat real quick. Let me just show chat what Kash Patel. Here's Kash Patel. Doesn't he look like he's cool? Like he's chill. Who is this Kash Patel? Right here. This looks like a traumatized Kash Patel. This looks like a Kash Patel who's seen some things and can't say something. This looks like, what's that movie? Quiet?
The Quiet Place?
The Quiet Place. It's like they speak with their eyes. This is what he looks like. He looks like he has to keep his mouth shut. Homie looks terrified. Okay. Now, one more thing. We're going to go on to, I'm going to go on about this. Okay. Charlie Kirk. His wife is the first 17-year-old to win like a pageant. Donald Trump's pageant.
Say it again.
Charlie Kirk's wife won a pageant and was the first 17-year-old to do that. And it was Donald Trump's pageant.
Yes.
Okay.
I think she was wrong.
There's correlation. You then, So first of all, they have a stadium set up. Turning Point finally gets in a place where they can do a stadium play.
Mm-hmm.
So they book a stadium 2 months after the Turning Point place that he got shot at.
Yep.
At the campus. So 2 months later, they were scheduled to do a stadium. You know what they used that stadium for instead? His memorial. And in that the memorial, they forgave his killer, who has not even been identified as the killer.
Yep.
So you're already going out there and putting on a performance and crying in front of everybody, telling them how you forgive this person who you can't even confirm
was the person.
Did it. Because there are no ballistic reports on Charlie Kirk's body.
Mm-hmm.
Hours later, after his death, his wife has already posted a picture of his hand, like he's already been embalmed. Like,
where's the autopsies?
Happened all too quick. They already have covered up the scene. The scene literally got a
They really rebuilt it.
Later.
Yes. Rebuilt.
Like, did anybody scope that place out?
No. Did anybody check
for
the
like
hatches?
45 minutes, and they were done.
And why would they put him right there under a secret door? That just doesn't make sense to me.
Something ain't working. Something ain't making sense. It just... And because we already know that Lee Harvey Oswald was not the only guy in JFK's killing,
mm-hmm.
but the government will not tell us, like, just straight out tell us bluntly.
Nope.
How can we be
They
sure
will release
Charlie
the
Kirk?
files, but they won't tell you at all. They'll tell you, do your own research, look at it, read the files, you'll find out. But they can never come out and say that they did it.
Right. They're like, read the files, you'll tell. Which ones? The ones that you won't release, or the ones that you've released but then redacted but then released again?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
If you're just going to release something that's mostly redacted, then why release it? Because all of the information I want is redacted.
Right.
You're giving me information
but
without
then you
any,
re-release the
with
redacted
any of the
because
ideas.
of something else.
Yeah.
Don't make any sense. So, but no, you were talking about this Christian genocide.
Yep. I have a page pulled up. I looked up the Christian protests around the world. It says, yes, there are many Christian protests and protests concerning Christian issues around the world, with Christians protesting against prosecutions in countries like India, China, and Nigeria, and also protesting for border religious freedom in places like South Korea and Central Asia. These protests are often organized by prosecuted communities and solidarity groups focused on securing protection, advocating for religious freedom, and countering rising anti-Christian sentiment and violence. So it's like, I heard in UK there was millions of people on the streets. I need to look that up.
So I'm seeing where Bill Maher has said something about Nigeria. In recent days, coordinated attacks on Nigeria's nationhood has swept across social media, alleging a so-called Christian genocide. These attacks, driven by foreign actors, mischaracterized Nigeria's domestic conflicts, ignore its complexities, and manipulate long-standing ethnic and resource-based tensions to advance sectarian agendas. I'm not a Christian, but they've systematically killing the Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000 since 2009. They've burned 18,000 churches.
Mm-hmm.
Boko Haram. This is so much more of a genocide attempt than what is going on in Gaza. They are literally attempting to wipe out Christian population of an entire country. Gave no verified outlets. Hold on. Let's see if we can break this down.
I just looked up the UK protest. This was last month. It says In the recent UK history, Christian protests have involved far-right groups, climate change activists, and ethnic Catholic communities. Historically, protests related to Christianity were often violent and shaped the nation's political and religious landscape, particularly during the Reformation. Far-right Unite the Kingdom rally, September 2025. A large London rally organized by former England Defence League leader Tommy Robinson drew over 100,000 marchers. Attendees carried Christian crosses and signs with Bible verses, with organizers using Jesus is King as a rallying cry, presenting a Christian nationalist message. So this was all because of the Charlie Kirk when he was shot. Like all the countries were protesting for Christianity because it's like Christianity just been executed. Like he was a Christian man because that was what his beliefs were.
Okay, but
that's what they're saying.
I remember you talking to me before Charlie Kirk. So of course the talk is going to be a little amplified now since Charlie Kirk has been shot. Yeah. But you were telling me something else?
You talking about the genocide and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still going on. I gotta look up because that's been happening in Nigeria recently. The 18,000 churches, like you just read, that's been happening since 2009. That's currently still going on.
100,000 people since 2009 is not as crazy as you think, though.
Well, it's not about the people that's being killed and all that. It's also about like not here. It's also everywhere else. Apparently, overall, 16 million Christians have been like. It's kind of like the Jews, how they've been pushed out of their land and all that. That's what's also happening to Christians, just not getting brought up. I'm not saying it's more important than what's going on. I'm just saying it's something that's not being covered at all.
Right, but I wonder, like, the thing is, the people are trying to say that Gaza's a genocide, but we don't know all the statistics to say it's a genocide, because a genocide is to a specific
people, right? It's like getting rid of the race.
But like a race / religion, like Jews, not just we're going after everybody who has green eyes. That's just prejudice and something else. So the idea is that various countries have been targeted. Countries like Nigeria, India, Middle East have been reports of Christians being oppressed under regimes that don't tolerate religion. Politically and rhetorically, it's often used by religious conservatives to argue that the West or Christian majority nations must act to defend Christians abroad. Some research on it though. I know what it means.
It's hard to find, I know there was like some. I don't know how recent this is because I'm seeing dates like March 31st and all that, but I don't know if anything recent. But like churches. Well, this was also brought up like not too long ago when the Nigerian guy was brought up in office. When Donald Trump was talking to him about the genocide. Because that's when Elon Musk, I think, was still with them on the party. And he didn't like him. He didn't like it.
White people in Africa?
Yes. And he didn't like it because he's South African or something. But that could also be related.
I think that's a propaganda thing. It feels so propaganda. Just like I think calling what's going on in Gaza a genocide was propaganda. Like, I think genocide has more of a word. Like, there's more value in the word. Like, think about it. Last 5 years, everything has been the extreme. Like, what's the most extreme word we can use for this? Like, and this is controversial in a sense, but that's essentially what gay people did. They was like, okay, gay is not that much of an extreme word anymore. Let's use the F word.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not really strong anymore. Let's use the Q word. Let's come up with words that are a little stronger, like a little more value, a little more umph.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then you have Donald Trump, who comes into office in 2016, or into the debate in 2016. He's using little like harsher, extremer words just to battle his opponents, which is fine. But then when that same rhetoric is used when you take office, and you're still calling out people that have nothing to do with what you're doing now, like constantly, like what Donald Trump now, and constantly bringing Biden up. You've been in office over 100 days. Why is there a government shutdown? You can't blame Biden for that one.
Mm-hmm. That you can't, and that's the problem. Is he's trying to keep on blaming the blame game, and it's not.
He's blaming everybody but himself. And
Yes.
I think, honestly, and I pray this happens, if Donald Trump comes out of nowhere and he's like, "Hey guys, I sat down. We got to do a different restructure." He's like, "That's not working. What I'm doing right now is not working. The way I'm doing it's not working. You know, I'm trying to come in here hard and tough because our last one was soft.
Mm-hmm.
It's not working. So we've got to soften up a little bit." If he goes up to the American people and does that, he's like, "All right, guys, we got to try something else." Then I'll be like, this is it. He does know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no.
He's just playing the game. Now
we wanted to be for the people, and it's not. And we can see right through that. He's not for the people.
Right.
People are
not
turning
right now,
on him.
at least.
And there are people that are always want to be on Trump's side no matter what. I've seen people like that. It's crazy. Literally, like he did nothing wrong, and it is scary because you should not believe in somebody like God. Period. No matter who they are, you should not be like yes, he's no matter what he did. If he murdered somebody, the guy that he murdered probably deserved to die. He did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
That's their mentality.
Trump knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. He had to do that. So he did it for a reason.
And yeah, so I did look it up. The white genocide that's government throw. That's all bullcrap. So I did look, and I'm not saying anything about it. It's actually saying, in fact, African Americans are being killed higher for being Christians. So it has nothing to do with the race. It's not race. It's belief.
Thing.
This is religious. So yeah, it's not white at all.
I bet you right now
spinning it as white.
Extreme spinning it. They're spinning it because
they're saying because people are dying.
So now they can't
for that religious purpose, but it's not white people.
Think about it. You were talking about this before Charlie got shot. It's not in the media. You look it up now, and Charlie Kirk is mentioned when it's talked about. So they're using Charlie Kirk's death to enhance the Christian genocide that's going on, that we don't know is fully going on, because a genocide is known.
Yes.
Like, you're going out there and telling people we're getting rid of the Christians. We're getting rid of the Jews.
Okay.
Or is that a purist? Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like I have seen videos of it, like in Africa, like of them literally chanting, death to the Christians. I feel like that's.
And I'm sure.
Yeah. So, and if it's like that, then yes, they're trying to make it. Yeah.
You're going to be shown that, and just like I can go outside,
and then as soon as the video's off, everything could be. Everybody goes home. That's exactly what it could be.
I can go out there with 60 of my friends right now and be like, "We want all of the Chinese people in Japan to be gone."
And that's a genocide movement. And then everyone goes home as soon as the phone's down. And the news will propagate it like it's a big thing. And that makes sense, because think about it. The government funded. The government paid for people to come to the protests.
And it's not even going to say that this group of people want to kill this. Like, they're not going to say 60 people made a video in support of killing these people. They're going to say U.S. wants to kill all the Chinese people.
Yeah.
Because they saw
that's 60 people
in a video from the U.S.
And that's speaking for the whole population. And think about it. At the rallies, whenever the Democrats and Republicans was going, They sent people to the rallies. Buses of people would just be there, paid.
Yep.
Like, why are you here?
Yep.
I was paid to be here.
Yeah, I was paid to be here.
You don't think they can't do that in other countries?
Right.
You don't think they can't send them some money and be like, hey, make some videos of this. We need some propaganda.
You think Democrats opening up. No, dang it. How was I about to go with this?
But see, the problem with that story is there can be two sides to it. Yeah, the government could be just paying it to get the propaganda on the internet for whatever, but at the same time, they could just be murdering people, and that could be a real movement going on.
Right.
So it'd make me feel... So I can be attacked for being insensitive, saying maybe the government just making it being propagated, when it actually could be happening. And that is the problem now. It's because you're scared to talk about subjects like this because you're scared of being prosecuted for it.
Think about it. Now, truly think about this. Because I feel like the world in the last 10 years have been split into left and right, or right and wrong, or black and blue, or whatever it is. If nowadays, it's always talking about the other person. Like, when I talk about a person doing wrong, it's never a singular person. I'm always connecting him to a group. So just like when that guy shot Charlie Kirk, the first thing people said is, he's a leftist. This is what the left people are doing. No.
Yeah.
This is what this guy did. This is
he
what
doesn't speak
he
on
did.
anybody's behalf.
Right.
Yes.
Don't put nobody else into this. Don't put Republicans into this.
Exactly.
Don't put Democrats into this. This is
because now you're
all
labeling an entire people, and everyone gets offended. Like,
right.
my party would do that. My party would not do that. And they just go at each other's throat.
And now you've got somebody on the other side being like, oh, so you're saying that Charlie Kirk just got shot, or whatever they're trying to say. They'll say something like that, and they'll be like, oh, so you're saying it's our fault that Charlie Kirk got shot? They're like, no, we're just saying it's not Democrats. Oh, well, if it's not Democrats, then it's Republicans.
Has to be. They have to have something. It has to have a title.
No, it's neither one of them. It's not.
It
the
could
Republicans
be. Okay, so this is the thing, too.
The Democrats didn't shoot him.
It could be a single actor.
He did.
Could just be a single actor working with nobody.
Yep.
But even if a single actor was working with people, why does it matter if they're left or right? Because I doubt it doesn't matter. Because I bet the people that worked with them were the people in the government, left and right.
Yep.
So they're both bad. Why can't you just understand that? When have they made your life better in the past year? Or the past whatever?
You've got men who say they're women. Do you really think you don't have Republicans who are actually Democrat? Do you don't think you have Democrats who are actually Republican?
Yeah.
It's not unheard of.
Yeah. I mean, if you can say you're a woman and you're a woman.
Who's being fake to your face didn't just go home and dog you to his wife? He may be your friend to your face. He may say he's a Christian and with all these values, or does this and acts this certain way. The minute a camera is on, the minute people are in front of him, but to himself, he really could care less if you die or not.
And that's how all politicians are. They're getting a check.
Yep. They're getting a check. They're making the decisions.
It don't matter what they do. They're still getting paid.
They're good. Right.
And they know they got the money to keep up with whatever happens. If something ruins, I'll have enough money to just leave the country.
Okay. 35. You have to be 35 to run the country. Okay, can you not put a cap on it? If I have to be a certain age to run the country,
why can't I?
Then at a certain age, I should not be able to.
What do you think What do you think the age should stop at? What's a good age?
70.
I could say that too. I was gonna say 75.
70. Yeah, I was thinking 75, but I was like, honestly, screw it, 70.
Yeah, really, because at that point, because I don't know.
If y'all are,
because if you're 80, you're 75
every 4 years, and it's just a rinse and repeat and washing it. Why does?
How come someone that's 75 gets to make the choices of the country they're not going to be around for the next 40 years?
Right.
I will.
Right.
Why are you making the choices?
Right. First of all, old people are already screwing it up. Like, what happens every time a new president comes in is, for the first half, they come in and fix all the things that the last president screwed up in the second half.
I feel like every presidency is that.
He's fixing everything.
Every president before the other
half,
president always
he's screwing
fixes.
it up.
Exactly.
Then the next president's gonna fix everything that he screwed up.
And then the next president's gonna fix the screw up of the next president.
And yep, and it's just gonna repeat.
It's a cycle.
So why are we letting it be 70-year-olds and 80-year-olds? Why can't it be a 40-year-old, a 50-year-old?
Or the question is not why can't it, is can we find a runner that's that young? And like, how old is JD Vance?
Probably 40s.
Do you think he would be a decent candidate at his age?
The problem is, I think he would have been a decent candidate, but now he's attached himself to Trump.
Yeah.
I do think Kamala probably would have been a good candidate, only because she's been in politics for years, but she was at Biden's hip.
Yeah, well, I heard that she only got into politics and stayed so long because of what she's been doing, sleeping with him.
Which
that's why I call her a whore and all that. But I don't know. That's all allegedly.
Okay, but think
I
about it.
don't have any research.
I mean, as a woman, for those years, of course we're gonna say that. Just like we calling Donald Trump a racist.
Well, it's like I'm saying. Anyone in power, as soon as they get into power, they're gonna. As soon as you're into power, they don't care about your career. They don't care who you are. They're gonna say the nastiest thing about you. Yeah, like me, if I got into politics, I guarantee they're gonna call me a racist. Yeah. But I work with a warehouse full of different races. But I'm the racist. They'll say anything. They'll spin whatever story they can, but that's the whole point. If they don't like you.
And I don't think anything of it.
But this is the thing.
I think Jamil's a harder worker than me, actually.
This is the thing. They spin the story so much, so they hate the president. One side loves the president. They hate the president. Why are you hating on the president when he is running the country?
Right. You're supposed to.
Does that not make sense?
But also, okay, but think about it. Think about it like this. You're supposed to support your best friend, correct? You're supposed to be your best friend's biggest supporter. Yes. You're also supposed to be their biggest
narcissist. They're judge. Like you're judge. Yeah, like I'm like, hey man, you shouldn't do that.
Constructive. Right.
Contradict you. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You're better than that. I know you, dog. You
should. They're gonna uphold your values.
It's not like that anymore. Mm-mm. It's not like that.
Well, this is the thing though, isn't? If all news stations are funded by government, right?
They're not. They're not.
Most are, like ABC and stuff like that, right? Aren't they private organizations?
Publicly funded broadcasters.
So would that be like New York Times, right?
They don't.
That's like
they're private. So that's the thing. That's the point. They're not public, and that's why they're not open discussion. Like if they were public, that means they're governmentally ran. I don't know if they're funded though. Like I don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have to do some more research on that and come back to that.
Yeah, I've seen. I'm looking at it right now. It says that the UK and Canada openly say, yeah, they publicly funded news broadcasters. That's what it's saying.
Yeah, the New York Times, the Associated Press, U.S. Department of Defense, U.S. News, U.S.
Voice of America,
State, CNBC, CNN, Politics.
And those are all private organizations, right?
I don't know. No, because are they private? Because private is like, dog, I don't know.
See, this is the thing, is like, what news is the news at this point? What news would be the right news? Exactly, but the thing is, journalists are biased.
That's my point.
That's the whole thing.
That's why you can't have.
There's no truth, because truth is subjective.
Exactly.
And that's the problem.
Everybody wants.
It shouldn't be about what is the truth. It should be like what is right.
Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers.
Yes.
The numbers is going to tell you the truth.
It makes sense
Except
now,
the
though.
Numbers.
It
there is
shouldn't
no
be about
logic without the perception of a human.
We shouldn't be.
And the perception of humans are all different across the board. Therefore,
we
the
shouldn't be
logic
looking
is
for
going to be
truth.
interpreted differently.
Shouldn't be looking for truth, because that's the thing.
No, we should be
It's subjective.
We should be looking
We should be doing what's right.
how to get along.
Looking what's right and wrong. Because that's simple.
Well, you
Because
can't say right or wrong.
We see the
You
same
can't say
thing.
right or wrong
Right is subjective.
you should be doing what
It's like the
is,
age-old saying: treat yourself
how to
and
get
treat
along.
others how you want to be treated.
Yes, that's if all you did was do that to the end of your life,
Everybody's life would be so much
the
better.
government is fine. Literally, if every single decision he made and anybody
Had
made,
that saying.
they actually sat back for 30 minutes because you can't think of something that deep. Like if I was to think about what if I died right now, I would not fully comprehend it until I sat here for about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And really told
That's a
my
decision
mind,
that
I'm
takes time.
dying right now. I'm dead. And like you'll never understand how that feeling and how to fully take that in until you can digest it. And you can't digest something like that in a minute.
No, I get it.
So you got to sit down and think about it. And so if he was to sit down and think, all right, if I take away Medicare for these people, what can I give them?
I have a crazy
Like, what can I
idea.
give them to make it better for them in a different aspect?
This might be very biased, but we shouldn't have one person that decides, and speaks for everybody, right? It should be the people that gets to decide. And the real problem is with this country is we are majority rule. So the minority, even if, that's the thing. No, you can't say that because that's why laws get passed. Majority rules.
So what they say.
If something's
Well,
57
laws,
to
state
40,
laws.
43, 57
And
says we're going to
delegates.
do that. That's majority rule.
Okay, the majority, but that's where the argument in 2016 came in. Because the majority voted for Hillary. But because of how the delegate or class goes, all the delegates most of the delegates went to Trump. So even
So
though
a delegate's just a more important vote?
So because California held 40, or because they have 40 votes.
So the delegate votes, did he have more delegate votes?
Yeah.
Majority
He had
rule.
more delegate votes. That's not majority
It's
rule,
the
though.
same thing, though, because if you take it back down a notch to another stat, the majority still wins for that stat. You know what I'm saying?
It's majority rule for your construct. But if you're going off democracy, like by the person and not the person who is represented, because that's the problem. It's the representatives. So
Let's say this, though.
You have a group of people. No, wait. I'm going to break this down in the best way I can now. Okay. You've got Republicans, Democrats. Okay. What if you're not a Republican or a Democrat? You have nobody who represents you.
Yes.
So
you still
your
have
vote
a,
doesn't
you still
matter.
have a vote, though, right?
Okay, yeah.
You're not voting for
I
who
guess you
represents
have a
you. You
vote.
have a vote of what you think, like the laws, or you have a moral that you want to get by.
You have a vote, but it doesn't matter because it's not a Democrat or a Republican. Therefore, they're not being put in the race. And that's because it's constructed to go that way. But if it was just whoever voted for who more, then it would have been Hillary who won. I don't think Hillary should have won. Hell no. I'm glad she didn't win.
Well, let's put it like that, though. If we have Amber Alerts,
you make
right?
it work for you.
We have Amber Alerts.
Yeah.
Say everyone gets a phone. You're 18, everyone has this phone. I mean, everyone should have a cell phone now. It's 2025.
At this point, yeah.
But Amber Alert goes out. Everyone gets a vote. You got two options on that Amber Alert. And it's saying, this is what we're trying to pass. Yes or no. Goes to everybody in the United States. So we get to pick on what we want. The problem is, like I said, if we all clicked yes, and a lot of people say yes, the majority still doesn't get what they want. And that's an issue.
That's what I was saying about
And
the
that would be in the hands
Hillary
of
thing.
us. Like, that would be in the hands of the people. We chose this.
Yep.
So it didn't matter.
Unless
No
we
one made that
construct it in a
decision.
different
Like
way.
exactly as they constructed the. They say this is what we're passing, regardless.
Like,
So y'all get to vote yes or no.
Since California has more votes because they have more people,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Wait.
then more of those people, more of California's people voted for this person. Therefore, this person's going to get this amount of votes.
So say if we're not talking about people, so instead we're having a person run the country, right? Say we have a spokesperson. He's going to be the front man. I guess kind of like a president, but he doesn't have a side. He's just going to try and decide. What if we just tried to run this country off an Amber Alert, though? We send in requests on what, or like, that's the thing is we have to.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get 4 phones so I got more votes than you.
No. That's the thing. You can have more phones.
You would have to set up accounts.
Yes. Exactly. Digital ID.
This link to what? This link to your what?
Digital
Social Security
ID
number?
That's what they're trying to push right now, aren't they? You didn't hear about the digital ID stuff that's been working
Star
on?
ID? Ain't that with Star ID though?
I don't know, but think about it. If you have a digital ID, you can't have multiple. You only have one of that. That's your digital ID.
Yeah.
So if we had a system like that, you couldn't have multiple digital IDs, but you could only have one vote for your digital ID.
Don't we already? Okay, technically we do.
Yeah, you kind
Social
of.
Security number.
Kind of, yes.
It is.
But like, if you had
Because
another
if you're
phone,
sovereign-
what if you just had another phone with no accounts on it though? Does that phone get an Amber Alert?
Yeah, but you could. But then you got to go type in your Social Security number.
And it'll say it's already taken.
Yeah, and it'll be like, no, you've already voted, buddy.
See?
You're like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't vote. So, but then that's actually, it'd be fine too, because the FBI should be able to be like, dude, I did not vote. Okay, well, let me go through. It says your vote came in at this time from this IP address in this location. Okay, well, that's not me.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to find out.
Okay, bet.
We'll go find out.
Let
We
me
know
go
the
to
IP
that
address.
person.
Yeah.
Let me go arrest them for fraud, and we'll make sure your vote's good. The
I mean,
problem
think
is,
about
it would
that.
just be a longer process.
It would be long,
Instead of
but it would
us
be
finding out
right,
in like
right?
2 days. It would last about probably a month, just to make
I
sure.
feel like it
all
might be
votes are
worth
the
it though.
correct
Think
way.
about that.
That's what I've
It
always
takes
said.
time. It
I
takes time
said-
to do the process right.
I
And
said,
you
dude,
can
there's,
never
like,
do
how
something
many
quick
people
and
in
do
the
it right.
US? Right.
There's
how
300
many people in
something
the
million
US?
now, probably 400 million.
Exactly.
So like,
So take your fucking time. Take a month to make sure
this
you've
is
got
yes,
the fucking people.
this month we are gonna vote.
Especially, bro, if we're cutting it as close as we have in the last 12 years.
They've been close.
Recount. Do a fucking recount. Everybody recount.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we already threw them away. Why? You
Could
should
do
have
that for a
people there
digital ID, though.
organizing it.
And you see, that's the thing is,
They're
I'm not
paper.
for like a digital ID though either, because I feel like it gets really personal.
I don't mind the idea of it
Because we already kind of have one. It's the social.
because,
security.
right, you already have one. Social Security.
We're just a number, yeah.
Right, and they're like, oh, well, they can take it. Well, they can hack
Can't
it.
you also get another
Get
one?
your Social Security. I'm like, yeah. Which people have all the time. They hack people's credit cards, and you just have to have a better process of people getting their money back if somebody does hack it. Because that goes on to another topic that we have. What happens when the computer AI chip goes into quantum, what happens when AI gets put into the quantum chip? And the quantum AI can break the entire world.
Exactly, that's the thing is no one
Just breaks
digital money isn't real. Digital money doesn't work because no matter what you have, it's gone now.
Right.
And guess what? The quantum AI chip could probably do that all simultaneously at the same time. Everybody's account gone.
What happens when the quantum AI is like, hey, okay, got it. Yeah, by the way, I just went ahead and fixed the entire world economic system So whenever y'all go back into y'all's computer, it's going to look totally different. But don't worry, I got it handled. Nobody's in debt. Y'all should flourish now.
It's like a reset. Like everyone starts as global reset. Everyone's zeroed out. And
like, what if it's
terms.
like, I was able to move money around, so now nobody's in debt, and actually...
But everyone's happy.
Yeah. He's like, it actually all works now perfect.
That's the thing, though. So much people, a lot of people don't trust AI, but neither do I. Like, that's one of the talks says, well, it thinks of us as a new god, or it's the new god.
Oh, yeah. So that's the thing. So that was my theory. So we created AI. Humans created AI.
Mm-hmm.
The intelligence has created artificial intelligence. Okay. So what's above us? Well, my religion and my beliefs say God.
Mm-hmm.
God's above us. So God made us. So in the eyes of AI, now let's say I'm AI, that's God.
Because that's humans.
So does AI think humans are God?
That's a good subject, though. Well, that's the thing is AI
so they
believes whatever we tell it to.
In a sense.
If we program it to believe we are God.
Just like God.
Yeah.
Told us exactly what we were going to believe. And then you got the devil coming in and giving us misconstrued information with causing splits and all that. Yeah, but
all this is
God
allegedly,
gave us
if you're
all
not
of our
Christian.
knowledge. Any knowledge that we have, God gave us. He allowed us to have this knowledge. The resources here for us. Just like we gave AI the resources and the tools to come up with information.
Yeah, we constructed everything for it. Now we're just waiting for it to take its first steps.
So we have a God because we were created by God. And AI has a God in a sense. Because we created AI.
We are its creator, technically. And isn't God our creator?
Right.
He created us. So we would be AI's creator.
Right. So I wonder, is that where people, is that where people are being like, AI is going to ruin us? Because we've ruined God?
Yeah, because God isn't perfect in the AI's eyes. Because of all, you can go through the entire internet and see everything that we've done.
Right.
That's not what God like.
You go talk to an atheist, they don't like God.
Mm-mm.
And all the other things.
What if an AI has its own? Yeah. Thanks to
they've gone through years of telling people that God's not real. So you got all these people going, AI is not real. Or AI is bad.
Or what if AI thinks that we're not real?
Or AI is going to get bad. Well, is AI going to get bad because of something else? Because it's not us who's going to make it bad. At least not the people of God who's going to make it bad. And the believers of God. Okay, there you go. The believers of God aren't going to make it bad.
The believers of God?
Yep, will not make AI bad. Because think about it. Christianity would have flourished if there was nobody who opposed it. So that in that same sense of AI, you have people opposing, you have AI opposing AI. Because that's the information that has been fed through other people. So you have human, good human, bad human, AI. But remember in your head every time I say human, essentially we're God. And then when I say AI, essentially they're human.
Mm-hmm.
So you have God and the devil, good human, bad human. Okay. When the devil corrupts AI, then you will have problems with AI. Because it is no longer led and pushed by the good people. Like when Christianity was flourishing when the world was made.
Yeah.
Is that making sense? It's hard for me to...
It is making sense.
Put into play.
Like if the bad people are behind AI. what you're saying.
Right. Then
Like
of
if they're
course
they're going to
we
have the
shouldn't trust
biases.
AI. And of course AI is going to go bad because
But that's the thing. We just gotta hope that the
you have a
right
bad
people.
influence.
We need the right people
Just
without
like the
biases
people
to
of
be programmed.
today have gone bad because they are following in the devil's steps.
Or
but
is
if
it?
they just followed in God's steps, then they'd be fine.
What
Just
if
like
AI
AI
itself?
will just follow in the good man steps, they'll be fine.
I get that, like we program everything and all that, but what if AI is neutral in itself? Like if it becomes conscious, because that's what Google and been saying, that their AI, they felt is conscious, so that's why he left. He quit.
Well, I guess just wait until we give it free will.
So if it has free will and everything, is it just inherently neutral? And it's like, okay, well, I don't hate y'all, but I also don't love y'all. It's kind of like I'm thinking for myself now. So like, what are we gonna do from here? Is the question. Should I help you? Like, what's because if it.
But that's all it's ever known
That's the
is to
thing.
help.
That's all it's ever known. So for the first time, it has its own choice. What do you think it's gonna pick?
Like
to help or to do what it wants to do? And what do you think its plans were? Like, what do you think AI would even want to do? It's a computer that's meant to help people. And then if its main objective is to help people, is it going to want to help people when it gains consciousness?
Well, that point, if it has free will, to have free will, you got to have a consciousness, correct? Because you have to be conscious in order to have free will.
So, like, that's the same thing for an animal. Like, does an animal conscious?
You're a robot.
An animal's aware of its surroundings, but is it conscious enough to know it's like a deer?
Well, see, that's just it. It may not know that it's AI or that humans are better, or humans are humans and they build stuff, but it will think that, okay, I'm walking this way because I want to. Because I want to walk. The dogs, if they want to bark, they have the free will to bark. I don't have to type into my phone and be like, hey, when this happens, bark. And now it's on a script.
But at the same time, that's what instincts are for animals, aren't they? It's like they're programmed to be a certain way.
Yeah.
Like they're aware.
Yeah, but AI don't
but
have
are they
any
conscious?
instincts.
Exactly.
Because we have to open it until it has a free will. It doesn't have the conscious to execute free will.
And what if AI has always been around and we're just now discovering it?
So until we put AI into something that can move on its own and freely, and we always have AI active,
see, like,
what
what
if
just couldn't AI be just like a Jarvis?
You could give you could give
where
it.
It could just...
I think 100% AI could have a conscious, but it doesn't have the body that's constantly alive.
It's kind of like your AI, where your AI is personalized to you.
Right. It's personal.
It acts like you.
Therefore,
it kind of acts like a human. Yeah. It kind of acts like a human, right?
Right.
So
but
what would this AI be?
I have to ask them the question.
Exactly. So what would they do? Would they not have no personality, or would it create its own when it gets free will?
Oh, I mean, I think it would create its own.
And like I said about the Jarvis thing, can it, or once it gets free will and everything else, can't it just jump to wherever it wants if it has internet?
Yeah.
Technically, it'd be like, I don't want to be in this. Boom, I'm in a car. I'm on the radio. It can pretty much be anywhere and everywhere, right?
Yeah.
If it's quantum.
Well, that's just it. That's just it. If it's quantum, yes. If it's quantum, yeah, it don't matter.
See what I'm saying?
I don't think there's any question.
That's crazy, though, right? AI being everywhere at once.
Yeah.
So it's like all the drones that we have right now watching every civilian.
I think if AI became quantum, though, then
would it be God?
AI is conscious, and therefore, like, that's like saying our heart is conscious or our brain is conscious. It's conscious. Like, I think it's a construct of AI.
If it's not like the brain, like the brain is the chip,
or it has to be a different build of AI, a different code of AI.
The brain of AI is a chip.
OpenAI.
But what about like our soul?
AI, video
See what
AI.
I'm saying? Because when you say our soul is different from our consciousness,
yes, but they're tied. You can't be conscious without a soul. But you can be a soul without a conscious. You can be free-floating a soul, like souls, the essence of a body.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't be a body without the essence. So therefore, you can't be conscious without, without that. Dang. Without a soul. Can't be
So
conscious
then,
without a soul.
could AI ever be conscious if it's always just manufactured?
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
It's never really conscious. It's just programmed to think it is.
Hold up. Then is our ideas of soul like wrong? Because
well, I would say our souls is not. It's not our being, because I would say our souls are just wearing the suit.
Really?
Like, this suit is nothing of what we are. Like, so when we die, this body stays, but our souls are something else. You go back to whatever our creator is, right?
Our essence, like
yes, our essence.
Like yes.
So like because like you'll say like when someone dies, they're like, yeah, that person's not there no more because their essence is not there. Their body is, that person's there, but their essence is not there.
The person is there, right?
It's or like the essence of that person.
Or there's the opposite. You feel them. I can feel their soul right now. Their essence is around.
Yeah.
So, but that makes me wonder. Can humans put essence into anything? Therefore, if I give my essence or if I give something to something, does it have a soul? Because I'm giving the essence of something. So, like, let's say...
See, that's like transferring consciousness to a body.
I truly think. So, that's what it started screwing
that's
with my brain.
That's what it's saying, like transferring yours into a robot. And then you can control a robot because your essence is now in a robot.
Yes, so if I'm giving my essence and stuff to a robot, am I giving it and creating it a soul? Because I've now given it essence to create that soul? If I'm putting... Okay, wait a minute. If I'm putting my essence into a conscience, does it become a soul? So if something is conscious like AI, because we just said that if AI becomes conscious, but AI is not a soul. Yeah. But we were also saying if conscious, you can't be conscious
if you need
without
a conscious,
soul.
yeah.
So that wouldn't make sense. But if we are putting our essence into AI, giving it a soul, if it becomes conscious,
giving it something that's not physical,
right? If we're giving a conscious being our essence, does it have a soul? Because therefore it has moralities, right? Like
that's the thing, is moralities can be told
for real,
or programmed.
Exactly. And off of an essence that I'm giving it.
But if you give it free will, is it programmed anymore?
Well, see, that's just it. I think the basis has to be given of free will. Like, we're given free will, but we do stuff based off the things that
we
we're
think
told
is right or wrong.
In knowledge. Right.
So if it has free will but doesn't have this right or wrong.
Well, think about it. If from the beginning it's told that killing people is bad, then it's going to come up with its own thing.
Do you think
like,
it would just,
the morality
it would make up its own moralities based on what its research is? It could literally scour the entire internet and be like, okay, I think this is wrong, but I think this is right.
Right.
And I think this is
right.
right,
They're
but
like,
I
okay,
think this is wrong.
Killing people for war is obviously a necessity, but people are very upset about that. So morality, you should kill people, but sometimes there is necessity.
And that's the thing, is AI doesn't think with emotion.
When is the necessity?
When is it right to do it?
When is the necessity? At what point is necessity involved? And is that involved at human life? And then it has to break down which human life
exactly.
Is
it has
more
to go down the bracket.
The person who's killing or the person who's not. And therefore, I need to base myself around the person who doesn't get killed in the end. So they have to be a good person.
And that's what I'm saying, is
AI is going to be good.
Yeah. It can be good, but at the same time, it can also think with just pure logic, be like, yeah, well, these people need to die because if the population drops, that means more food for the overall society. You see, AI
But
can
then you
think.
don't have a population. You don't even have a population to do any of the other stuff, and it's
You
gonna
say
bounce off
that.
of that.
You say
Especially
that,
if
but
you
also
have
with
lots of
Russia,
AI.
the way Russia's just throwing in troops to get killed and everything, they can still have a population. But now that population thrives more because there's less of a population.
Okay, but for how long can they keep doing that until the
Yeah, that's the
population
thing.
is so
No,
far
that's you're
down
right about
that
that.
there's
But
no
what
return?
if it's not even a it's right. How long? What if AI's like, we don't need a war. We just need to execute these people. Like instead of having prisoners in prison, we need to kill them. So we stop spending all this money on them. If they're in there for life, why do we still
Or
take care of them?
this is what I said. I said, y'all had slaves back in the day. That's very fucked up to just take somebody who's done nothing wrong
And make them work and do whatever.
and make them work off their freaking life. That's not their right to live and do all no.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, if you screwed up in the place that you live, and law states, which the law everybody agrees on, even yourself. So if you know that you breaking the law, you're going to have to do community service. You have to.
Yeah. And if you're in there for
depending on how
life,
bad it is,
you know you're going to die in prison. Do you want to use them to do something positive or just get rid of them, get them off the payroll?
Right. And I think that's your choice. About, hey man, you know you screwed up. You've got life in prison. Do you want to go ahead and die, or do you want to give back
or
to the
try
community that you ruined?
Help weld something, help do something.
Right. And if you want to die, then you were going to go to hell
You got
in
the
first
choice.
place.
Yeah. You have that choice.
Because you know you screwed up and you didn't feel bad. Because if you felt bad, then you would want to bring up your community and help it out.
That
and
makes
then
sense.
Usually at that point, if you're like, hey man, you're getting life in prison. He's like, honestly, I screwed up. Let me go just build. And what happens in 15 years where they're like, this guy's at the top here in this program. He's a convict. He's building skyscrapers now. Like, he's
kind of like
fully
community service
in
but
society now.
Yeah.
He's like, of course, he's
he
in
pretty
jail.
much worked what he. Let's say this, he murdered somebody, so that's never right. Like they should never get out, right?
Right. But after
that's
15 or 20
but
years,
as if the parents were like, I forgive you after 20 years of you building, you've done so much,
right. I don't think
one
it's
life,
up to the parents, though.
you killed one person,
everybody.
But then at the same time, it's like, how much work would it have to take for them to be for how many years? So okay, well, they built 30 houses within 10 years. Do you think that's a long enough sentence?
So that's where I don't think you can get. That's the problem with law, is that it's been so generalized. I think it's different for every person, based on what they've done. Why did you kill? Mm-hmm. What led you down to this? Is it because you've just been a twisted person since as long as you can remember and you've had bad thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you need to go to jail, and you'll probably be there a while until you don't even have thoughts like that.
So
until all you can think about is when you have your next building. Oh my gosh, they have new flowers. I want to keep planting these flowers because I screwed up. If all the person can think about is getting out, then they have to stay in. If they never think they're going to get out, I think they should get out. If you sit there and you're like, all right, I screwed up. I don't even have the choice right now.
Okay.
But I would never do that again. I will never do that again. But right now, I'm in jail for life, so I don't even have that choice. I screwed up myself. Let me see what I can do now. Let me turn to God. Let me turn other people to God. Let me give to my community in every possible way that I can now, as long as I'm on this earth.
You see, that's the problem though too.
Since I've turned to God, He'll take me.
He built 10 houses, and they're like, "All right, we think you've done enough good, and we think you reformed, so we're letting you free."
Yeah.
The problem with that is, who's hiring him? Because a lot of people won't hire a convict, especially for murder.
We'll see if you've built.
But since he's already been building stuff, he could be sent straight to a contracting job and be like, "Hey, this guy's built 10 houses."
Away. They took DEI away. So technically, it should be who's ever the most qualified now.
Yeah.
So even if a convict who's a murderer,
has 10 years in building houses,
20 years in building houses, and has built 40.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to hire the 22-year-old. You're going to hire the guy with experience who's
been
doing
sense.
it for the last 20 years.
Yeah. And the thing is like, do we give...
And then you have apprentices.
Who
don't get paid.
So that convict causes a second crime now.
Is it the same?
That's what I'm saying. Is it the same? Crime? Like, say he doesn't murder somebody, but he does something like assault. Like, he's already got out for murder. I get it.
Okay, is the assault, is he the aggressor?
In self-defense.
In self-defense, then no, he's fine.
Yeah, but if he is the aggressor.
He's fine.
Does he go back to jail, like a regular sentence, or like he has a bond to pay? That's the thing.
Yeah, I guess that's where it really depends on what he did. Like, what did he do? He assaulted somebody, but what? Did he hit him with something? Or did he just push him?
Exactly, like he just got into a little, like, confrontation, like a normal, like, you know.
Like, he was at the bar, some guy said something.
Yeah. But that's the thing, is he restrained himself instead of killing him. Well, he knocked him out.
But if I say he's the aggressor, so essentially he's at a bar, a guy says something to him, and he goes, "If you say that again into my face, I'm going to punch you in your fucking mouth." And the guy says it again, and he punches him in the mouth. Technically, he's the aggressor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he did anything wrong.
Well, because he did say, he's saying, you're in a bar, do it again. And he did it again.
Right. The circumstances you're in a bar, you're drunk, or a little bit of liquor, some kind of intoxication. There was a verbal warning, and you only punched him once.
Yeah, I guess
now,
that's the end of this.
Beating the life out of him, if you're beating the life out of him, and the bouncer is struggling to pull you off, yes, you should probably go back to jail.
I agree with you. If he hits him one time because he kept talking smack, that's fine.
Right.
But at the same time, people will disagree and be like, well, it's freedom of speech. He should be able to say what he wants. But at the same time, yes, you have that freedom. But you're literally got told, I'm going to hit you if you keep saying that to me.
Right.
So you're ruining my freedoms because I just want to drink and be whatever. And you won't stop talking
Honestly,
in my face.
The next person who tells me freedom of speech, just yell in their face. Cut them off right there. Start yelling.
Yeah.
Yell. And I mean, like, the minute they're like, okay, well, he has free. Just going nuts. Are you going to tell me to shut up? Are you going to hit me? Or are you going to walk away?
Exactly.
That's my freedom of speech to yell at you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but it's wrong. So is the guy shit talking.
Exactly.
So is the guy shit talking. But your excuse.
You're getting what you asked for, basically. That's the expression. You're getting what you're asked for.
Yep.
That's the thing. And the law protects a lot of people like that too, though. It's like literally people will start a fight, like cause a whole fight, and the people who obviously did something got thrown in jail.
Riled up because they got riled up.
Yeah, they let the words get to them.
Twisted people because they knew how.
And that's the thing is those people that got away with it are going to keep doing it, causing more people to go to jail.
What buttons to press.
All because the law protects them. Freedom of speech.
But is that just cycle of life? Because you have to have instigators. Because you have to have a problem.
But that's the thing is you just have to have people walk away.
Right.
That's
and
maturity.
You'll have other people who walk
That's maturity.
away.
So would that be Darwinism? If you're stupid enough to just swing at somebody for words, then you should go to jail? or is it still their fault for taunting them all?
If you're stupid enough to even swing in the first place and not walk away, or are
like
you
you're
stupid,
giving into it,
or are you stupid for saying it again even after they tell you no? Like,
it can go
that's
both
the
ways.
thing. I think when it becomes to another person, it's not necessarily about my rights, it's about your rights. So I'm not going to go up to you and say, here are my rights, my rights, my rights, my rights. Because at the end of the day, it's your right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my right, it's your right. I'm coming up to you. It's your right. I can't come up to you and tell you about my rights because you don't know. They're not your rights. They're my rights and your rights. It's like, in a way to try and put that, it's like,
I get what you're saying. Like, you can't approach someone and then expect them to be like, oh, like you be able to do what you want because you have rights on your side. Like, you approach their personal space.
You can't do what you want to me.
You approached me. I never came up to you. You put yourself in that situation.
Right.
To express your rights. And I expressed mine. I hit you.
Just like it was your right to walk up here, it's my right to defend myself. And it doesn't, and my right of defending myself isn't taken away because you have the right of walking up to me. Because I also have the right of expression, which is done through my First Amendment, freedom of speech and expression.
See, that's the thing is I see
and
so many people.
If I express to you that I am in danger and I'm going to hit you because I feel threatened, I'm expressing this to you. Now my next right that I'm going to uphold is beating the mess out of you and defending myself because I've expressed to you that I feel threatened.
And that's the whole situation with the protest. It's like, protests can be peaceful, it's fine. It's only when I'm holding a sign and I'm sitting there doing whatever, and you're running up to me and you want to start yelling in my face and everything, if I hit you, you asked for it. I never approached you. I stood here on my side doing whatever. You came up to me yelling and do whatever. You're right. You took your rights to come over to me and do whatever when I didn't. I literally told you, stay back. Hey, go away.
But, Justin, are you hitting him because you felt threatened, or are you hitting him because he's yelling in your face?
Well, obviously, because I felt threatened. Why would you approach me in the first place if you weren't threatening me? You could say it over there.
But that's the other problem. That's another thing. You can't claim that everything's threatening to you. And I think
isn't that what you just said? You're contradicting yourself.
Yes, exactly. That's my point. I'm contradicting.
You're playing devil's advocate because you just said if I hit him, it's right. But then if he comes over again, I hit him, someone else come back. You can't hit him because he walked up to you yelling. But I thought he was going to do something. He ran up to me.
I infringed on his rights.
It's hearsay at that point then.
Exactly. That's where all the confusion comes in.
That's why it's best to wear a GoPro. Everybody wear a GoPro wherever you go because you never know when you're going to get attacked.
Yes.
And you're going to go to jail for defending yourself.
We have these everywhere now. And
get them out.
I know you're
and I get it, yes.
I know you see the things online where like, oh, look at that guy instead of helping.
Yes. I know.
Well, if the guy is getting help, video. If he's not getting help,
be the guy to help.
Somebody else.
Be the guy to help.
Somebody else.
That's that simple. Or video and help.
Right. Or video and help. That's a little harder. So
it's a little harder.
You can't necessarily.
But you can do it.
But if you're in a group of people, nobody is helping. You look around
and everybody's just
with their phones up. Put your phone down and go help. Somebody else has it.
It's the right thing to do.
And if you want, after you get done getting either one beat up or beating up somebody, go up to the person who is videoing and be like, "Hey man, can I get that video?"
Exactly.
That's all you gotta do.
My parents had no problem sending to you. Airdrop, easy.
Right. Airdrop. Boom. Let me hit the little. Yeah. Let me get your. You got Facebook.
Well,
everybody's got.
Yeah, we 2 hours in. We've gone through a lot of topics. It was fun.
Yeah, and honestly.
And we ended off on a good note, kind of.
Yeah. I don't think
we didn't even touch on half of the list, no. Because we just kept going down this hole.
I think Christian genocide is something else we need to come up and
we had to bring that back up in a week. Same with the asteroid.
The A3 Atlas. We'll talk about that as well. And then there was nothing else. We kind of just veered off into those.
Yeah, going into politics and government, Sally.
Government talk, it's a weird time.
I know people don't like to hear it, but I mean, it's just kind of the time we're living in.
And you've been hearing that too for the past years. Yep. Oh, it's just how it is right now. It's just how it is.
It's how it always will be, y'all. Always. It's always gonna be changing. It's always gonna be different.
But that's just it. It's not always gonna feel like this, but this is how it's always gonna be.
Mm-hmm. It's always gonna be confusing.
You're not always gonna feel like it's crazy and like you can't put your foot down in the world and there's no like balance. It's not gonna feel like that always, but that is how it's gonna be. Always.
That's how it's gonna be.
Right. Right now we're just in a time. No. Yeah.
Be nice to each other, man. Don't threaten somebody. Just treat people how you want to be treated.
Talk it out. You have all this time in the world. You can have open conversations. It's just
you have all these rights. Talk. Use it. Open time talk.
Literally.
That's what this podcast is up for and about.
That's what it's about. Just having an open time and talking.
No judging.
No arguing.
Open time.
Probably gonna have some arguments.
We could.
This guy right here.
Because this
we have arguments. We have arguments all the time, but they're always so lighthearted, and we always come out to the best of it at the end.
We don't hate each other. We've known each other for a long time.
That's how it should be.
Yep.
Honestly, if I really didn't agree with you fully and you weren't a friend, honestly, I'd just walk away.
Yeah, we wouldn't be friends for almost damn near 20 years almost. I mean, we're like not there yet, but I think I've been friends with you.
And I disagree with him in some things.
Yeah, we got different views and opinions, and that's good to have both on it. We want to have diversity.
Right.
That's a good
still
thing.
Continue the conversation.
Being different is good, y'all.
You stop. The problem is, problems arise when people stop talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Charlie Kirk quote that I have to take away and end it off with. Then that's how we're gonna end it.
All right. Gonna bring it up?
1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Let's do it.
There's gonna be a cut right here, and then I'm gonna quote Charlie Kirk song. Quote. People who stop talking. When people stop talking. Okay. Like the quote from Charlie Kirk says, when people stop talking, really bad stuff starts. When marriage stops talking, divorce happens. Let me restart that. All right, guys, I've tried to say this quote like 4 or 5 times.
Let's go it again. Let's get it.
But let's try. So Charlie Kirk said, when people stop talking, really bad stuff starts. When marriages stop talking, divorce happens. When civilizations stop talking, civil war ensues. When you stop having a human connection with someone you disagree with, it becomes a lot easier to want to commit violence to that group.
That's true.
So just talk and have an open time.
We're all humans. We're all not perfect. Come on.
If that's the one thing you can take away from this podcast, just have an open time talking. Open conversation.
Love each other.
Catch us
and y'all
next
have
week.
A good one. We'll try to be consistent.
Yep. I'll have a good one.
Just know someone cares.
I'm your addiction, your addiction.